Steven from TheLegitPC, and welcome to my review of Borderlands, the pre-sequel. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm showing you guys a look at the engine here, and we got about 11 minutes of footage here, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So talking about the game, I feel like I really like this one a lot better than the other ones, even though I've been told from a lot of people, and I do agree, that it is almost an exact carbon copy, that people thought it should be Borderlands the DLC rather than Borderlands the pre-sequel, because it's basically the same game but with different characters, different environments, different guns, etc., etc., which I think makes it a different game. Right? Makes it a different game that, you know, not necessarily DLC. Is if you create all new characters, all new environments, you know, some new gameplay, then it's obviously got to be in a new game. So, saying that, I do enjoy this one better. I like the atmosphere of, I like this particular atmosphere a lot better than the previous Borderlands I played. I also enjoy the guns a lot more, and also some of the character interactions I like better as well. And also the enemies are a lot more fun, and a lot more environmental interaction going on. As you know, you have, as you see on the screen right there, you have an O2 meter at the bottom left corner. So your breathing systems only have a certain amount of time that you could be, you know, breathing the outside air or whatever. So you sit on these little duck things I just stood on there to get your air back. So it's a lot of environmental interaction, you know, jump pads and stuff like that, and also, you know, the old school canisters that you could shoot and blow up, and you also see the 0G. A lot of cool stuff goes on with space that doesn't happen on, you know, on planets. So I think that it's a lot better and deeper game as far as that's concerned, as it gives you a lot more environmental interaction, and I think it's a lot cooler atmosphere to be playing in. Alright, so a little bit about the engine, I guess. It plays very, very well, as you guys know and have seen. I play on a 660 Ti, and I'm playing right now looking at it. I have the Precision EVGA Precision X overlaid, and it says here that I got like 94% usage, and getting 120 frames per second, fully maxed out. And of course, you know that this game isn't very rigorous because of Borderlands' like kind of blocky style in some places, and its artistic style. That's why it could play a little better, and it's very, very well optimized. This definitely does not feel like a port of any kind. You barely have any stuttering or any sort of weird glitches or anything like that. Stuff is very, very smooth, and the gameplay is very, very fun. And so with the standard system, you know, you can play it with a 650, or definitely anything that's got a 700 or more. As long as it's a gaming card, you know, 750 or up, you'll definitely be able to play this with no problem. Maxed out at 60 frames per second, and rarely ever drop under. Especially on bigger environments like this, you're getting hit, the UI, etc., etc. So other than that, the story itself is very funny. I like the new characters, and they definitely have a lot more funnier conversations, and depending on the character you pick, you get different replies. Your character has a different reply, and could definitely change the environment and what exactly you're looking for as far as comedic value, as this game definitely has some. Talking a little bit about the scene that we're in right now, this is a boss battle. As you know, Borderlands is definitely packed full of boss battles, and they are well choreographed most of the time, and can be very challenging also. So that's good in a boss battle as well. But as you notice from my from the amount of footage I have that it's basically very, very similar. You know, you shoot enemies most of the time. You don't really have too many cutscenes or too many interactions with AI. It's just every once in a while. So most of the time you're doing exactly what you're seeing here. You just fighting the standard people and then fighting a boss battle every once in a while. Most of the time you are, you know, going back to similar places, as, you know, the map could only be so big and they want to pack more interactions as far as missions into a smaller map. So you could be going back to the same place a couple times. I've seen the most of at least 2 to 3 times you return back to an area where they just added something different for you to interact with. Other than that, I really enjoyed playing this one. I think I have about 7 hours into this. Definitely enjoyed those 7 hours. You know, it was really relaxing and, you know, in between school and stuff like that. But overall, very, very fun. And I didn't play any of the multiplayer, so I'm pretty sure the multiplayer experience is also pretty good as well. But a lot of people come to this for the single player experience. But the multiplayer experience is good. Well, I'm gonna assume I haven't done it, so I think it's worth it just for the single player experience and to experience environments. That any multiplayer is just an addition to it. Alright, so that was the end of this boss battle. And you see the return of your character's special abilities, which mine are the Wolf and Saint, which are those two flying things that fly around. And each character has their own special ability, as you know, which gives you a lot of you know, ways to give yourself a unique playing experience. And you could also have different characters and trade items between characters as well. And also each character could use different weapons. My character is the Enforcer, which basically uses the heavy weapons, assault rifles, SMGs, pistols, etc., and sniper rifles. So he's the guy that's, you know, to put on damage, not really stealth or anything like that. Definitely cool that the developer would put in some sort of interaction like that, where you could have different characters. You can't you have very minimal control over what exactly you could change on the particular character. I mean, you can change his colors or whatever, but it's like you can't really see those to begin with. So they do have customization, where customization is somewhat important. But the big thing in this game is also opening up boxes and finding weapons. And also using said weapons and killing big enemies and watching them explode and drop all their goodies. And of course you do die, but you respawn and it just costs you some money. Okay, so this is the final piece of footage that I have. So you see here that some of the things that they say is definitely pretty funny. So here I just go through a little bit of the backpack and stuff like that. I think it's, from what I remember, it's very, very similar, except for, of course, you have the Oz kit, or the O2 kit, which is to give you O2 to walk around outside. But other than that, very, very similar. So it is definitely the Borderlands you remember, but I think it's a lot better story and stuff like that, and I will talk more about that in the conclusion. Alright, so now we're into the conclusion. So yeah, I think it's a really good game. The single player is definitely very, very good. I enjoyed it. It does get a little repetitive, so you could find yourself getting bored of it very, very quickly if you're not really into the Borderlands series. But if this was the first Borderlands, I mean, it wasn't mine, but this is the first one that I was really into, then I would check it out and give it a try. But other than that, runs very, very good on computers, very, very well optimized. Not too much like a console port. Everything works great. All the controls are very snappy. The hit recognition is really good. The weapons are super awesome, as they have all different names and different interactions and stuff like that. You have all the different character options. Everything that you've come to know for Borderlands is there, as well as what I personally believe are better atmospheres to experiment and mess around with. Better environments, and also more interesting environments like space stations, moon surfaces, etc. And also the 0G could be very fun to mess around with as well, and also very funny for when you kill enemies and they just float off into space because of ragdoll. So other than that, yeah, I really recommend this game. The prices are going down as I see them right now. It also has a season pass for other content, and I also noticed that today, being the day after Halloween, or 2 days after Halloween, or 3 days, whatever, they had a little pumpkin crate for Halloween, so they do care, and they do put those little Easter eggs in there. Change some of the explosive barrels to have pumpkins on them and stuff, and be green, orange, and black. All right, so yeah, this has been Steven from TheLegitPC, and I'd thank you for watching my review of Borderlands, the pre-sequel. And if you like this review, please subscribe for more videos like it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. Peace.